So last night, somebody spit in my face, quite literally. Guess who it was? It was a man. Okay, so he didn't literally spit in my face, but basically the way that he talked to me was the equivalent of just spitting in my face. You see, men will try to test you, and if they can test you, they'll test you more. And if they can test you more, they'll test you even further until they start talking complete trash right to your face. If a man speaks a lot of disgusting language right to your face, he doesn't respect you as a human being. And I thoroughly agree that they're doing it just to tell you and to like verbally abuse you in some way. It's not because they're trying to get information out of you. They're doing it so that they can tell you they really deeply inside hate you. So the other day I'm walking my dog, and I have my dog in a little stroller because she wasn't feeling good. And I don't know what it is about that stroller, but men are looking at me different and acting weird. They think I'm just a nice lady that they can approach. And this guy said something to me, and I said, huh? And he said, what'd you say, dong? I should have just... No, that should have been it. That should have been it. The first words, ladies, learn from me. The first bectual language when you don't even know somebody or a man talking bectually to you at all. Even when you're married, he shouldn't be bectually talking to you like that. That's disgusting language. But I was like, what? Again, I let it slide, and he comes over and he goes, what's wrong with her? Is she okay? And I said, yeah. And he's like, get into this discussion about like dog food. He convinced me to buy some better dog food. Great, thank you. Then he said something like, oh yeah, well, if your boyfriend or husband, and I was like, uh-oh. I just ignored it, and I said, no, I just walk across the street whenever I want to do stuff. And he's like, oh, okay. So that was it. I just wasn't in the mood. I knew what he was doing. He was doing pickup artist stuff. He was like standing really close to me and like touching me and trying to show me stuff on the phone. And I was just like, oh, this guy's doing pickup artist stuff with me. Anyways, the second day I see him, he goes, hi, Crystal. And I go, hi. And he starts talking to me. And then it ends up a very casual conversation about dogs, about eye drops for dogs. Then he mentions he went to a nudist beach with his ex. Again, that's bectual language. Oh man, this guy got super inappropriate. I said, well, I'm a ginger. And he goes, I know. I want to know what it's like, what you're like down there. And I go, are you freaking kidding me? At this point, he's telling me every single detail of what he did with his ex. And he also said, yeah, she's getting her shit and she's leaving. Again, don't talk like that about women at all. Cursing in front of me. Don't curse in front of women. I'm like, this guy is a hot effing mess. And so I decided to take out my video camera, I'm from the 80s, my phone, and take a video without him knowing. I posted the video, but TikTok suppressed it because they care about men. The white men, or the very tan ones, we don't want to hurt their feelings or get them in trouble or fired. Little does he know I'm going to write the manager, and his ass is so fired. Because he was at work, and that's the only time I feel comfortable talking to a man at night is if he's on the job. Okay, and there's lots of security guards around, and his security employees right around everybody was around. So I'm like, why is this guy on the clock actively hitting on me in a very creepy, inappropriate way? And it got worse and worse and worse. So I said, okay, it's time to flip the script. I said, you know what my bank is? Cash. Lots of cash. He's like, oh yeah, what do you like? And I said, and I know this is kind of weird, but I like to tell men to shut the hell up. So it was a hilarious video, but TikTok suppressed it. It got like 200 views and it stayed there. Anyways, then he got a little call that there was a homeless man with a stick, so he had to go, divine intervention, because I was kind of over it. I was laughing the whole time at him, not with him. He's like, well, can I get your phone number? I said, you can have it if you give me $300. He's like, well, we haven't done anything. Again, ew, 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 ew. But I just told him, there's lots of broke men around here, and if you don't have the cash, it's pretty much a waste of time for me, and you gotta pay me to even talk like that, and you probably can't. It wasn't aggressive, but we were joking, and I made sure the jokes were pretty heavy hitting. So I got my little kicks in, but at the end of that conversation, you just feel really depleted, and I just let a man spit in my face, basically. Don't worry, I make sure to spit back, because at 42 years old, I could play games too. But yeah, these guys, he'll say, well, what do you like to do? How spontaneous are you? What do you like to do? What do you like to do? He can't stop talking. When a man really likes you and has some respect, he will take his time. He will be calm. He will smile. He will tell you you're beautiful. This guy said, you look good for your age. That's not it. That's not it. You need to say, you're beautiful. Because it takes a bit of humility for a man to say that. They literally can't say you're beautiful when they don't respect you. When they do respect you, they are able to say it. So be careful of like factual words to compliment you. It's not a compliment. They see you as an object, and then they will try to vet you with questions to see how easy you are. Just walk away. Just make an excuse and walk away. So a man who says you're beautiful and doesn't talk a lot, just looks at you and stares because he's confident in himself. He knows he's hot. He knows he's a very attractive guy. They act different. Men with confidence and with a career and with self-worth act different. But they're still going to ruin your life if you tie yourself down with one, okay? But those are the only ones that you should be talking to. Utmost respect, zero disgusting language. So anyways, every time I interact with a man, even if I don't interact with him, like a guy was following me, I've never talked to him a day in my life. He's somehow fucking obsessed with me. I don't know you. So I'm going to wear a ring in public because guys in the daylight, there's not enough barrier to entry. Okay? If I go out at night, I go to a club where they have to spend lots of cash to get there. Go to a place where it's expensive for men to get inside, okay? These men need to have a job at least. Not a person off the street, not a person in the grocery store. Wear your ring. Because that's where the trash men come to pick up ladies. In public in broad daylight, you better be approaching right. So anyways, that was my horrible experience talking to a man. And if he tries talking to me again, I'm probably going to videotape it and send it to his boss. Again, don't fuck with women and don't talk like that to us because some of us are crazy and we will find you and we will wreck your life. You can spit in some of our faces, but some of us are not going to forget that shit. Just my personal experience, if you act that way to me, you're not going to win. Things are not going to go well for you. The guy that started following me is now scared for his life. He doesn't show up around here. So you want to be a trash man talking to me? Things are not going to go well for you. Have a nice day. Don't ever talk to any woman like that because you never know. She could be crazy like me.